What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all having a beautiful, fantastic day. Why? Because you're fantastic. Exactly. So let's actually get into the video, because today we are going to make the best class setup for the QQ9. I'm really iffy about this weapon because I like it on one hand, but I don't like it on another. Different factors. I'm going to go in depth with this weapon, but that's going to be during the gameplay. Let's get first things first. Optic. Do you need an optic? Well, it really does come all down to you. If you want to run an optic, you can go ahead and do so. Personally, for me, I still don't know if I want an optic or not, so sometimes I just run the iron sights. The iron sights aren't bad, but a red dot would be nice just because the recoil on this weapon is crazy stupid, and you still want to have a bit of accuracy. But I don't think I'll be running an optic this time. Now, attachment number one, we're not even gonna, ask questions. We shouldn't ask questions because we need a foregrip. This gun is a recoil machine. This gun, you press the trigger button, it's gonna go skyrocket up. It's like, oh, you're pressing the trigger button, so AKA you just want me to fly up in the air. Okay, okay, I'll do that. That's what this gun does. It's recoil. It's crazy. Now, attachment number two, I do think that having a fast reload or an extended mag would work. I personally like to run fast reload. Now, attachment number three, let's actually, this one takes a little bit of time. Attachment number three, we have 6 attachments here for ourselves. Attachment number three, what is the primary focus about this weapon? We want to increase the time to kill, but we want to make sure that we're accurate, or the best that we can be. Now, this gun is a high damage weapon. It's crazy when it comes down to damage. The time to kill is very fast on it, but the recoil makes it in such a way where it's really difficult to aim. It's really difficult to get that fast time to kill. You know what I mean? Unless you hit all your shots, and unless they're close range. So, do we need a laser sight? I don't think we do, because a lot of people are not playing on iPads. If you're playing on an iPad, sure, I can see why you run this, but personally speaking, nothing too crazy. Suppressor wouldn't be that bad, because due to the recoil of this weapon, you do not want to challenge people at a long distance. Okay, long ranges for this weapon, no, do not do that. Besides, the range is already horrible. Long barrel, do you need long barrel on this guy? I don't really think that you do. I mean, like, again, we just went over it. We don't need to be challenging people at those long distances, and that's not a good idea to even do so. So for me, laser sight, suppressor, and long barrel is out. Oh wait, except suppressor. Suppressor is still here, but long barrel and laser sight, these two guys over here, they're out. FMJ, I can see why people run FMJ on this, and I can see why people would recommend it. Just to, shoot through people, through the walls. But SMGs aren't really known for, their wall banging penetration level. LMGs are known for that. Some assault rifles included, as well as obviously sniper rifles. But I don't really see people wall banging with SMGs that much. It's just a personal thing, maybe you do, I just never see it. Quick draw, I don't think you really need a quick draw, just because this weapon already is an SMG, you know what I mean? You're going to have that fast ADS time. So for now, let's retrack, let's go back. Which ones have we knocked out of the park? Which ones do we not need? Long barrel, laser sight, quick draw, because it's an SMG. FMJ, because it's an SMG. SMGs aren't known for wall banging. But the only 2 we have left are stock and suppressor. So this part, in my opinion, is a little bit difficult, because stock is a good idea for, moving around during ADS, because ADSing with this weapon and trying to get all your shots on, that's going to be a challenge. It's difficult, and you're going to want that mobility. It's going to really help you out. But suppressor, it's going to help you out so that people just don't find you on the minimap. That's going to be pretty good. But I think I'm going to go ahead with this stock. The reason I say stock is because, let's get this out of the way, Everybody has a UAV up at some point. Okay? Everybody's gonna have it up at one point, so either way you'll be seen. Even if they don't have suppressor is pretty good if you don't want to be seen on the mini map if they don't have a UAV. If they have the UAV, you're gonna pop up unless you have a perk to counteract it. If you want to run a stealth class with this, you're going to want to run suppressor as well as perks that suppress your location on the UAV. That's gonna be good, but we're not making a stealth class. We're not doing that in today's video. We're focusing upon upon a class that's good for aggressive players. That's, in general, the best. I mean, not the best depending on certain factors, but best in terms of general performance. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to accomplish. So out of these 6 attachments, I'm picking stock. And I'll go over one more time why I'm saying stock. Here's why. FMJ, you're not really going to be wallbanging people. Quick draw, this is an SMG. You're already going to have that fast ADS time. Long barrel, the recoil will not even let you get those long shot kills. Suppressor, everyone has a UAV up. So there's always going to be UAV up at one point. So it doesn't really make sense to run this unless you're making a stealth class. And that's for a different video. Laser sight, you're not really playing on an iPad. Majority of people do not play on an iPad. If you do, I can see why you run this, but still everybody tends to just say do not run a laser sight. You're going to have a better chance with some other attachments. So stock is going to be good just because we're going to want that mobility while we're in ADS, while we're ADSing, just because we want to make sure all our bullets hit our enemy, because the recoil is very aggressive. Let's continue. Secondary, take the sword. No, I'm kidding. Do not take the sword. Don't be stupid. Secondary, do take the FHJ. Please. I don't know why some people don't. I see a lot of people that don't. I don't know why, but why don't you want to shoot down those score streaks? You know what I mean? Hey, that's just me. For number 2, either take Annihilator or Gravity Spikes. I still think Gravity Spikes is great. War Machine got nerfed heavily, so hey, you know what I mean. Oh, I just saw this. Death Machine is actually pretty good too. I do recommend Death Machine as well if you want to get those long range kills. So actually, I think you should take Death Machine or Annihilator or Gravity Spikes. Because again, the QQ9 is not built for long-range gunfights. Medium you can stretch it out to, but Death Machine will come in for the clutch. Now, let's continue. Secondary, I really do think something like either a sticky grenade or a frag grenade would be best in my respective opinion. I personally like to run sticky grenade. I don't know, it's just me think. Secondary, either run your tactical, either run a flashbang, it does help, I use it, or use a trophy system. I'm a big fan of a trophy system. They're really good. EMPs are also really underloved, okay? Underloved, underrated, these are really good. Anyways, let's continue. Your perks. I'm not even gonna go over this one anymore. Flak jacket, nothing. I'm not explaining anymore. I've done this so many times. Number 2, toughness. Please run toughness because you do not want to be you want to reduce the flinch that you are going to experience while you're in ADSing, while you're shooting back at the guy. Because if you flinch, your accuracy is going to go through the roof, and it's just going to be it's not going to go through the roof. It's going to go downhill. It's going to be completely ruined. You don't want that. Remember, we're trying to make this weapon the best that it can be, so please run toughness. You just really do not want to be killed because, your accuracy went all over the place with a weapon that's already all over the place with its recoil. Or actually, it's not really all over the place. It just shoots up, and that can be pretty annoying and fairly difficult to handle, especially if you're flinching. Number 3, sorry about that. I really do think alert. I've said this so many times. This perk saves my life so much that I owe it my life. Exactly. But if you don't want to run alert, the second best one in my opinion is dead silence. But other than that, I really do think alert is the way to go. Alert's really good. It's excellent. It's just gonna save you. Believe me, it's gonna save you. So, what should your backpack be? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyways, let's actually get into some gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Gameplay over here, kind of really regular gameplay, nothing too crazy. But I do want to talk about it real quick. So I do want to relate the QQ9 to another weapon. In a previous Call of Duty title game. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, you're gonna relate to the MP5 from Modern Warfare or from Modern Warfare 2019. No, I am going to relate it to a couple people are going to be shocked, maybe you're not, but actually I'm going to relate it to Black Ops 3 and the gun specifically speaking, the Vesper in Black Ops 3. See, the reason I like to relate these two weapons with each other is because statistically speaking, mathematically, both of these weapons have an extremely high time to kill rate, like very short. AKA, the time to kill on both of these weapons is extremely high. You know, low, very low. I'm sorry about that. But statistically, they're very good weapons. They're fast when it comes down to the time to kill. They're both SMGs as well. However, the reason not a lot of people use the Vesper in Black Ops 3, and if you remember in Black Ops 3, a lot of people prefer to use the VMP or the Weevil, as well as the XMC when that one later came out. But this weapon, a lot of people, in regards to the Vesper, people avoided it because the recoil was just way too crazy and way too high. People could not control. Okay, wait a minute. What was that aim? On my part? I am so sorry. But people could not actually control the Vesper, so mathematically, it was a very good weapon to use. On paper, it was high, the time to kill was extremely high. But in practice, it was not good. It was a poor weapon to use. It was not up there for me. It was not up there for a lot of people. So I would not be surprised if, over the coming few days, people are not going to be using the QQ9. Mathematically, again, it's a very good weapon, very high time to kill rate. But unless you're an expert at controlling recoils, you're not going to be using this weapon. This is not going to be a weapon that you're going to be gravitating yourself towards. Why? Because the recoil is, even though it's upward, meaning that you know where it's going to go, it's still going to be really difficult for people to control, and I don't blame people. It's really difficult for me to control as well. But nevertheless, it is still, mathematically speaking, a good weapon. And in practice, if practiced correctly, you can use it. And, there's a lot of players that do use it, like a lot of these big YouTubers. But we're not all like these big YouTubers. You know what I mean? I will admit this. If we practice with this weapon, yes, we'll get better. If we go ahead and challenge ourselves with this weapon, especially without a foregrip, then yes, we will get better. But the main thing that I'm trying to say here is this. This is not going to be, the best weapon, the best SMG. In my opinion, the Cordite is still by far better. The Cordite is still superior to Cordite is the best SMG because it's very user-friendly, very reliable, but it's still a powerhouse of a machine. You know what I mean? Of a gun. But yeah, that was really it I had to say. Again, I'm relating to this gun to the VMP, to the Vesper from Black Ops 3. You can watch videos on that gun as well. People will even say it has an extremely high time to kill rate mathematically, but in practice, you're not going to get those You're not going to get those kills as fast as you expected, just because the recoil is just really skyrocketing. And with this gun, with the QQ9 in this game, I have to really fight the recoil. I have to fight it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I'm obviously in the SMG category now. Then again, I'm really all over the place. But next video may possibly be the HG40 or the RUS. One or two, I don't know, maybe another one. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see ya, guys.